Hey guys, Jack here, and today I'm bringing you a first-hand look at the fourth final stand map. It's called Hammerhead, and there's lots of snow and ice everywhere. It's snowy and icy. It's nice. You see what I did there? Snow and ice together and made the word nice. So, those volumetric clouds though, man, they're actually really pretty, aren't they? And I hope you had a chance to experience them on a couple of the other CTE maps that have been available this week. And before I start getting into details about this particular map, I wanted to ask you guys what your impressions were. Like, if you've had a chance to play Final Stand on CTE this week, because it's only going to be available for one more day. It was a map a day, and after today, I'm pretty sure that that's it. Like, Final Stand isn't going to be available in CTE until it actually launches, and we don't know when it's going to launch. It could be end of October, it could be the start of November. We just don't know. I'm probably thinking it's going to be like middle of October, maybe the 15th, something like that, 15th, 16th, based on how long the developers have got left to actually lock in the code, but none of that is confirmed at the moment, so we'll just have to wait and see. So yeah, if you had a chance to play, did you like it? What are your thoughts, guys? Because at the end of the day, the whole purpose of this was to get your feedback. Like, it's still in alpha. The developers are literally adding things like particle effects, weapons, the way the tanks handle the night before the code goes live. So it is still an alpha build of Final Stand, and they're adding stuff, changing stuff all the time. So if you've got some feedback, whether that's positive or negative, or maybe like a really cool suggestion, or like about the MKV, or the railgun, or the scrub launcher, or whatever, any of the new stuff, any of the map design, you've actually got a chance to make a difference here. So make sure, if you've played it, go on the CTE forum, make a topic, post your feedback. The developers are on there all the time, and they pretty much read everything that goes on there. So it's not like you're going to make a post and no one's going to see it. I'd advise you, if you think you've got something really important to say and it could make a difference, go and do it. Why not? So this map, Hammerhead, is set in the Arctic, and there's like a secret facility vibe going on here where they've been doing experiments on various weapons like the MKV. You're actually going to see later on in the video where they were testing the MKV, and it's got like a few flags surrounding a central point, which is the B and the C flags, and if you control that hangar, you can really bunker down in there because there's a lot of cover and there's a lot of corridors and stuff in the way. Now, we played this map on Conquest Large and also on Rush. It was actually Rush that we played on first because the developers wanted to let us know that Rush in the Final Stand DLC has got some real love and attention. Obviously, with the first 3 expansion packs, Second Assault, China Rising, Naval Strike, Rush was just a bit bad, to be honest. And then of course they started the community test environment, and they started actually making physical changes to the levels, or to the Rush maps at least, like the vehicle spawns, cover, the layout of the MCOMs, and that made a big difference. Like maps like Siege of Shanghai, Zavod, a lot of the changes have actually improved the Rush maps quite significantly, and because of the feedback they got from that, I guess they've really gone ahead and tried to make Rush in Final Stand a big deal. Now, I didn't play any of the other Rush maps in Final Stand. Hammerhead was the only one that we actually played on Rush at the event, and I have to say that it was pretty good. Like, I had a lot of fun defending, especially with the recon class. You know, you can get up close and personal, do some aggressive sniping, whatever you want to call it. Little bit of a tip for you: if you're attacking, you've got to use that Amtrac effectively. Don't just shove it straight up the middle with no foreplay. You've got to use your heads. I'd go to the BMCOM first, get that armed, get it blown up, and then maybe move over to the AMCOM. A little bit of Conquest feedback as well. I'd say that they definitely need to add a few more transport vehicles, snowmobiles, to the flags on the outskirts of the map, because there was a couple of times where I was at the A and the E flags, and I found like I'd gone ahead and captured the point, and there was just no transport vehicles at all there. I think there was like 1 snowmobile at each location, so maybe if they had another one for each flag, that would really make a big difference, because I found myself just having to run across this huge map with no other way to transport myself. Also, there's a completely random attack helicopter spawn here. Isn't even on a flag as far as I can tell, which is kind of weird, but yeah, there you go. And as I mentioned earlier, you also get these really sweet bunkers at the B and C flags. Why can't I rappel down this wall? Look at that, that's like begging to be rappelled down. But no, you can just jump down there. But I love the aesthetic of this whole bunker area. It's very cool. and I think it plays quite well too. And this area here, this series of rooms, is actually where they were testing the MKV. That's the new floating battle pickup thing. And I just wanted to talk about the MKV because I forgot to mention it in my second video where we were playing on Giants, because I talked about like the railgun, the scrub launcher, the hover tank, a couple other things, the DS3, but I didn't actually mention the MKV. And I think a lot of people, when they saw it for the first time, they were like, lol, pointless, stupid gadget, it's so overpowered, DICE please, what are you doing? But in actual fact, if you haven't played the game yet, let me tell you that this thing is actually a pea shooter. It's really not very effective at anything more than medium range. It's only very good at taking infantry out. It doesn't have any splash damage as far as I can tell. It only takes a few shots to bring it down, and it only lasts a minute from when you deploy it, because it's got like a fuel gauge. It doesn't just last forever. So really, it's just a bit of fun. Like, don't worry about it. It's not some crazy new overpowered kit gadget that you can spawn with. It's just a battle pickup. I believe there's 2 on each map, each of the final stand maps, and it doesn't last very long. It's not that powerful. You can shoot it down very easily. So for the people that were like knee-jerk reactions like, what the hell is that? What are you playing at? Don't worry about it. It's really not a big deal. Now, one last thing I wanted to talk about the map is the ice breaking, and this is in between the B and the C points. Now, along this path here of ice, you can actually blow holes in it. Of course, you have to use explosives. Now, at the moment, or what the build that I played of the game, it took an obscene amount of explosives to blow the whole thing up. And I was just there for ages, like RPG, and it wasn't even making a dent. And the devs told me that it was bugged, and it should only take like 2 rockets or 2 C4 to blow a hole in it. And this entire bit in the middle here between B and C can actually be blown up. And once it's blown up, obviously that means that you've denied vehicles from using that bunker as a route from one side of the map to the other. And you can actually swim under there too, which is pretty cool. You can swim under there, go out the other side if you want, or just take a bit of cover and then come back up through another hole. The devs also said that they'd experimented on this map with making all of the ice on the level breakable, because if you've noticed, a large proportion of the level is actually on ice, and originally they had it so you could blow all of this ice up and have loads of holes and water, but the problem was that it blocked off too many vehicle lanes and it sort of wasn't fun anymore. But I thought I'd just drop that little snippet in there for you, just so you can get a feel of the development process for this map. Anyways, I'm going to leave you there, guys. Thanks ever so much for watching. Give me a rating if you enjoyed the video. Check out g2a.com/r/jackfrags for cheap games. Also, if you get a minute, make sure to watch the Final Stand in 3 words video that I posted yesterday. There's plenty of your favourite YouTubers in there, and also a DICE dev and a couple of EA guys. So yeah, some familiar faces. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Right, have fun. Hope you all have a great weekend. I'll see you in the next one.